Hey everyone, welcome to your practice. My name is Molly, and today we're gonna do a mellow movement practice, some yoga flow, some stretches, some breath work. Really nice if you're experiencing any pain in your body or any stress or anxiety in your life. Let this be your little sacred practice to return to yourself, to tune into what you need, and hopefully leave this space feeling a little bit better. So take a moment to set up your space. I'm going to use a bolster possibly, or if you have a pillow or a block, anything to bring the ground up to you, support you, give you more space so that you're not forcing your body into a pose that doesn't work for you. And then I like to use room spray, but you could light a candle or put on some music, whatever you do to bring your senses into the moment so that you can be here and land here. And we're going to start laying on our backs in a quick shavasana. We won't be here too long, but if you're having any pain or just stress, it's nice to just lay down for a second and arrive. So if you want to place a bolster underneath your knees, you can. And then lay on down, wiggling into a semi-comfortable position for you. Palms can be facing up towards the sky or down on your body. And then close your eyes as you're ready. Giving yourself just a moment of space for a deep breath. Feel your body settle a little heavier into the mat or into the earth. And then a quick body scan. Notice if there's anywhere that you hold tension or that you hold clenching. Maybe it's your jaw or your brow or your hips or your belly or your shoulders. Just see if you can find any areas that you can soften and release tension. Feeling your skin widen and pull outwards. And let's take just a couple rounds of Samavriti. This is equal parts breath. There'll be a 4 count for the inhale, 4 count hold at the top, 4 on the exhale, and then 4 on the hold at the bottom. As you're ready, a soft, slow inhale into your nose for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold at the top for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4. Hold 4. Exhale 4. Hold 4. One more round on your own, letting this focus on the breath. Bring your attention here, your focus here, instead of on all the other thoughts that could be happening. Release the breath, the count, the hold. Feel into your body, maybe a little bit more spacious, calm, and present. And then as you're ready, you can remove any props that you're using. You can blink your eyes open and we'll start to move a little bit. Bend your knees, placing your feet on the mat. A little bridge pose, push down through your feet, engage your glutes and hamstrings to drive your hips up to the sky. This doesn't have to be a big movement. You can even pause halfway. And as you breathe in, maybe stretch your arms overhead, feeling length through the sides of the waist and the rib cage. Taking a big breath into the back of the heart. And then on your exhale, you can lower down slowly, or you have the option when you get close to kind of just drop and release your sacrum, your pelvis down. If that doesn't feel aggravating for you, it can actually help relieve pain by sending different signals to the body. Inhale, bridge pose, sweep your arms overhead. Exhale, lower back down, either slowly or with a little release at the end. One more round on your own. Good. Extend your left heel long, hug your right knee into your chest. You can take some half circles, drawing your knee out to the right side, up through the chest, and then over to the left. One more time, out and over and across your body, eventually finding a supine twist. Right knee is grounded on a block or maybe hovering, and right arm extends long. Your gaze can follow your thumb. Find some space across the front of the chest and the shoulders, the collarbones. And feel your breath moving up and down the length of your spine. Good, roll back to center and we'll switch it out. Right leg extends long, left knee hugs into your chest. Maybe taking those half circles, finding and carving out rotation in the hips. Such an important movement for our body to have so that we don't compensate and hold patterns and tension elsewhere like the low back. And then next time left knee comes across the body, find your twist, extending your left arm long to the side. Breath from your nose all the way down to your pelvic floor. And then feeling it release out of your body. Roll onto your back. Hug both knees into your chest, wrapping your hands around your shins. And then maybe take a gentle roll from side to side. I always like this because it feels like just a little bit of a massage for the low back and the sides of the waist. Good. Plant your feet, push through your elbows and your hands, come to a seat. And knees stay bent. Feel your palms land behind you, open up across the chest. Take a breath here. On your exhale, push through your feet, reverse tabletop. Hips drive up to the sky to whatever extent feels good. Roll your shoulders back, open across your throat, and drop your head back if that feels okay. So finding expansion through the front of the body, maybe taking some rocks forward and backwards, just toggling into your body, feeling your muscles activate. And then drop down, hips to the mat, legs extend long. If you'd like to use a prop to keep some bend in the knee, that's great. Forward fold. You can round through your spine. You can keep it nice and straight. Just fold into yourself. Maybe close your eyes. A space to release and relax for a minute. Creating length all along the back line of the body. Maybe tucking your chin to your chest. Good. All right, lift back up. We'll find a little bit more flow, moving through a simple vinyasa. So come to Malasana at the front of your mat. You can turn your toes out, push through your hands, and land your hips between your heels. You could also sit up onto a bolster or a block if you want a little bit more ease. Take an inhale to press your palms into each other and your elbows into your knees. Lift up through the crown of your head. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana, toes point forward. Knees are as bent as you need, head hangs heavy, shake it out. Just here for an extra breath on our first round, and then we'll move one breath per movement. Inhale, push through your feet, roll up your spine, one segment at a time, circle chair. So pelvis, and then low, mid, upper back, shoulders, neck, and head. And then once you get there, a little bend in your knees, but lift up through your heart and reach your hands behind you. Exhale, dive back down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana, fingertips to shins or to a block. Tug the crown of your head forward. Exhale, child's pose. Plant your hands, plant your knees, and then hips to heels. Toes can be tucked or untucked. Landing for an extra breath this first round, resting your forehead, maybe swaying side to side. And then inhale, gaze forward, and come to a cow pose. So arching your spine, land in your tabletop. So we kind of scoop our body forward. Exhale, cat, push the ground away and round through the back body. Inhale to tuck your toes. Find a nice natural curve of the spine, kind of lengthening out. Exhale, downward facing dog. Push through your palms. Glide your hips up and back. Knees are as bent as you'd like. Just landing for a breath or two on this first round, maybe pedaling out your feet if that feels good for the backs of your calves. And exhale, malasana, step to the top of your mat. Hips are low, toes are out. Inhale, palms press into each other, heart into your thumbs. Exhale, fold. Inhale, roll up, rebuild your spine, and then sweep your arms at the very top. Exhale, Uttanasana, dive back down. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, plant your palms, step your knees back, child's pose. Inhale, scoop your body forward into cow pose. Finding movement in the spine. Exhale, cat, curl your tailbone down. Inhale, toes tuck. Chest reaches forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. And moving with the breath, inhale, malasana. Fold and release. Circle chair, let it feel good as you stack your body. Moving through the spine, hips drive forward, and breathe in to reach your arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. One movement into the next, halfway lift. And then child's pose. Inhale, cow, scoop your body forward, arch through the spine, like you're a cat waking up for the day. Push the ground away, breathe out. Inhale, natural curve of your spine. Exhale, downward facing dog. Perfect. Inhale, malasana one more time. Exhale, forward fold. Step your right knee back, lower it to the mat. Breathe in, find Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Glutes are engaged, driving your right hip forward. Reach your arms up overhead, softening through the front of the belly. And then take a little side stretch. Your left hand can land on your left leg. Right arm reaches up and then over. Breathe in to curl your heart up. And exhale, take a half splits. Great place for a block underneath the right hand. So we're gonna lengthen the front leg and then reach your left hand over across to the right. You might feel this a lot on the outside of your left leg, your TFL, IT band. So we're kind of moving through different side stretches to move into our fascia. So we'll move back and forth between our low lunge, bend your left knee, reach up and then over to the left. Feeling front of the right hip stretching, and then exhale, half splits, front leg straightens, left arm reaches over to the right. One more time. Let it feel good and interesting in your body. If you need to adjust anything, totally fine. And then half splits with the reach. Good, rebend into your left knee. Swivel your right heel underneath your body and have a seat onto your heel. So this is a sage pose, kind of half squat, half kneeling. Walk your fingertips in front of you. Bend your elbows and then take a few breaths for some oscillations here. As you inhale, drag your fingertips back and thread your heart forward. Exhale, bend your elbows and dive your heart down. So just waving out the spine. Again, let it feel like something that is good in your body, something that you can be present with, something that feels flowy for you. And one more. Good. Inhale, hands frame your front foot. Extend your right leg back and lift the knee up. We're in a runner's lunge, just a couple rocks back and forth on the ball of the right foot to stretch out your calf. Plant your hands, downward facing dog. Move through your vinyasa for a round. Inhale, malasana. So finding these familiar movements. Exhale, release, let it go. Kind of stretching through the whole body, using your breath. And your mind is engaged, staying attuned to any sensations. Eventually finding your child's pose and moving through your cat-cow. Find a neutral tabletop and then tuck your hips or tuck your toes, glide your hips up to down dog. Inhale, malasana, meet us there, take your time. Palms to heart center. Exhale, fold. This time, step your left knee back, Anjaneyasana. Right knee is bent, and then sweep your arms up as your left glute engages, your left hip drives forward. Let it feel good for a moment here, like you're taking a morning stretch. And then exhale, right hand to right thigh, left arm sweeps up and over. Length from your left hip bone, through the waist, the rib cage, the lats and armpits. Exhale, good place for a block underneath the left hand. Lengthen your front leg and reach your right hand over to the left. Might feel this on the lateral, the outside of your right body. Inhale, low lunge with a side stretch. Exhale, Ardha Hanumanasana, reach across the body. And one more. Sage pose, bend your right knee, slowly your left heel underneath you. Walk your fingertips out and then either take some sways into the hips or maybe your spinal waves. Good, face the front of your mat, step your left foot back. Lift your back knee and then toggle a few times on the ball of the left foot. Runner's lunge. Eventually, plant your hands. Step back, downward facing dog. 2 breaths to land. Feel yourself settle and slow down. Land your knees to the mat. Cross your ankles and have a seat. Scoot your bottom if you need to reposition in any way. We're finding Sukhasana, easy seat pose or good space. So let it feel good in your body if you want to sit up onto a prop. We're just going to find a little bit more movement and then end with a little bit of breath work and presence. So get yourself comfortable. Have a seat, feel into your body. Let's take a little bit of a circling or a swaying. So you can create rib cage circles or focus on the hips, whatever you feel like is an area that needs a little bit more love for just a few more moments. Maybe you roll your shoulders back and drop your head back. Take a fold forward. Walking your fingertips down, maybe lowering onto your forearms. Let your head drop and send breath into the hips and into the low back. Both areas where we tend to hold definitely some tension, stress. And let your breath soften there. Lift back up. Switch the cross of your legs. And a little bit of free movement again. If you want to take circles or cat-cow, or maybe dropping an ear to a shoulder for a neck stretch. Two or three more breaths here. Trusting your body's intuition, letting it guide you. Eventually, find your fold. Notice any differences side to side. It can be very common. Just adjust as needed. And then choosing to create intentional safety in the body through slow breaths, through unclenching any areas that don't need to be supporting you right now. Lift back up when you're ready. And then find your comfortable seat. You could also lay down in Shavasana. Feel your pelvis land and your spine and your skull. Close your eyes down and rest your hands on your body. Noticing how you feel. Hopefully a little bit more spacious and at ease. Just a little bit more comfort too. And we'll end with a similar breath practice. This one's really good for calming. So if you're having still anxious thoughts, then focus on the breath. Everything will be 4 count except the exhale will now be 8. So we'll do a round together and then a couple on your own. Everything soft in and out through your nose. We'll inhale together for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. If anything needs to be adjusted, you can, of course, do what works for you. So inhaling for 4. Holding at the top for 4. Exhaling slowly for an 8 count. And hold at the bottom for 4. Anytime our exhale is longer than our inhale, we activate our parasympathetic nervous system. And this can combat the frantic energy and anxiety that might exist in your body, in your mind, just in your energy. So go through one more round. Release the count of your breath and rest in silence and stillness and softness. If you need something to return to, focus on your breath or the space between your brow, or just sensing into the borders and the inside of your body. You can stay here as long as you need. You can transition to meditation or yoga nidra, or transition into the rest of your day if you're ready for that. Start to feel into the body. Maybe take a little wiggle side to side. Blink your eyes open, slide your hands along your legs. And let's take one more breath together. Inhale, palms to heart center or to your third eye. Exhale, gently fold forward. In gratitude, presence, and peace. Lift back up, notice how you feel, see what you need. And then I hope you feel great. Thanks so much for practicing here, and I will see you next time.